Welcome to another Star Wars comic video, and today we're taking a look at another episode of Star Wars Adventures Ghost of Vader's Castle series. So, let's jump straight into the comic. The story begins in space as the entire crew is getting closer to Mustafar, now chased by TIE fighters from the remnants of the Galactic Empire. Feelings are heated, and the crew on the board on the spaceship are having issues dealing with the situation. Skrit complaining how the ship is going to be the death of them. Hud being scared for his life, holding his hands around the chair behind Skrit, while Jackson is trying to put the blame on the TIE fighters hunting them down. Hud fuels up in frustration, agonizing over the mission to rescue Milo, who might not even be there, though Skrit points out in Lena's defense that all the clues so far are leading to Mustafar. And Jackson adds upon that, bringing up the nightmares they have all had. In his frustration, Hud insults Jackson by pointing out not knowing who he was. After Jackson defends his name and ship, Skrit calls the ship a piece of junk and a joke. Now, more heated than ever, they start to argue over each other, threatening to fight. But Lena, standing alone in the background, has had enough of their nonsense. She screams out their names and demands that they stop shouting. Everything went quiet, though something wasn't right. Confused about where Hud and Skrit have gone, she calls out their names. Even the TIE fighters are non-existent. Leaving her confused, she asks loudly where all of them went, but also denying that they simply couldn't have vanished. However, all she heard was a voice coming from the captain's chair.
You sure about that?
Lena gasps in shock, realizing it's not Jackson.
No, Lena, it's not.
Lena, as she moves further back into the spaceship, she asks who the little boy is.
Your worst nightmare.
The boy uses the force to throw one of the chairs directly at Lena, though just in time, she manages to dodge the flying chair. Afraid for her life, Lena starts to run further into the starship.
Yes, that's it. Run, little girl. I like it when they run.
Not understanding what's going on, Lena tries to find the rest of the crew, as nothing of what's happening makes any sense.
Sense? What are you talking about? Only a child thinks the galaxy makes sense. But you are a child, aren't you, Lena?
Her whole body now transformed into a younger version of herself when she was only a little kid. Noticing the changes, she denies the transformation in shock, though the little boy is still chasing her.
Little Lena Graff, so lost, so alone, just like always. No family, no droid, not even your brother.
Trying to run from the kid, Lena finds a dark room and hides in it while she speaks to herself, trying to calm down by recognizing that what she's experiencing isn't real, that she simply can't be a child anymore. But Lena stumbles backwards and falls into a pile of metal parts. But while trying to get up, she finds someone known, someone who she cares about, Crater, the bot. In shock, she asks if it's him, but the bot tells Lena to be quiet, as the little boy will be able to hear her speak.
Lena, Lena. Come out, Lena. I only want to play.
Lena hides in the room, hugging the head of her droid with a tight grip, while the boy is looking for her.
Lena? I'll find you, Lena.
Hearing the kid's voice slowly moving further away, fading into the distance, Lena tells the droid that she is now safe. Safe? I don't think so. The voice came from behind as a bright orange light covers the room. This is where the fun begins. Screaming loudly, Lena looks upon the menacing ghost of Anakin Skywalker, who is holding a lightsaber emitting flames from its hilt. With the devil's Sith eyes, he looks down upon Lena, smiling and amused by her frightened expression. The ghost swings his lightsaber at Lena, but misses and cuts off the door behind her. I told you, you can't escape. There's no point in trying. But Lena has had enough and tells the ghost right in his face that she's not afraid of him, whoever he might be. Though the ghost aimed for a kill, luckily, Lena manages to jump through the door behind her, saving herself from the wishes of Crater. As she escapes, Kratos also tells her to save Milo. But inside the room, the ghost wasn't pleased.
Save yourself? Save Milo? How brave, how noble. I only have one question, droid. Who's going to save you?
Anakin's ghost flies through the door, chasing Lena down the hallway.
Did you hear that, Lena?
While Lena runs, she starts to cry as he tortures her with his words.
He's gone, Lena. They're all gone. Your friends, your parents, your little brother.
Lena, now filled with tears in disbelief of what she heard and denying the situation of the reality, Lena keeps on running and running. But all of a sudden, she suddenly crashes head to head with her brother. With her eyes all wide open, Lena tries to take in the weight of seeing her brother again. All this time, she's been looking for him, but now, finally seeing him again, she jumps in, giving Milo a firm hug. But while they are hugging, something doesn't feel right, as Milo is slowly telling her undesirable words. Milo, shaking uncontrollably, screams that there is no hope for him, while Lena tries to figure out what's going on and screams back to Milo, asking what is happening to him. The presence and darkness of the little boy and the ghost dominate Milo while he is in denial, telling Lena to forget about him and save herself instead. Milo's head hurts, he's starting to sweat, and Lena tells him that she won't leave him. She will fix the problem, and she will find Vader. But then his eyes turns bright and orange, into evil, dominating Sith eyes. Milo tells her sister that he has now become the new Darth Vader. Vader reborn, Vader renewed. The triumphant Vader, her former brother, lifts up his arm and force chokes Lena, slowly suffocating her to death. In the spaceship, Lena jumps from the nightmare. Taking a second to realize where she is, she hears the voice of Jackson speaking through the console in her room. Jackson tells her that they are getting close to Mustafar, but Lena, not yet fully awake, gives a delayed response. Though as Jackson is about to finish his sentence, his communication is suddenly interrupted by a harsh sound, shutting off their connection completely. She runs over to the cockpit, shouting out Jackson's name. But through entering the door, a tall and powerful figure stands above her.
What did I tell you, girl? Your friends are gone, as is any hope you have of saving your brother. It's over, and so are you.
Before Lena could even react, Vader strikes her down with his lightsaber. Lena wakes up screaming, now seated on the chair next to Hud and Jackson. Lena explains to Hud that she had a dream again and that they are starting to get worse, though Jackson jumps in, telling them that they have arrived on the planet. Skrit, Hud, Jackson, and Lena, now outside, looking upon the dark castle, talk about their past experience with Vader, how dangerous it was, how they nearly died. They all feel afraid, but Hud lets them know that the dreams are making it worse for them. Agreeing to his comment, Lena says that they are just, in fact, dreams. And dreams aren't real. Dreams can't hurt you. What do you guys think of this one? This one was pretty fun, and seeing little Anakin and a ghost version of Anakin Skywalker haunting Lena, that was pretty interesting to see. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. The next episode will be the last one in the entire series, and it's going to be a big one. And also, if you did like the video, let me know in the comment section below and hit the like button and all that good stuff. You know how that works. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and remember, may the Force be with you.